Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. This video first aired on the Spellbinders YouTube channel as a part of their August-September 2025 Club Along live event. I'm resharing just my segment, my section, my little part of the video here with you, and I'm featuring the August stitching die of the month, the cutest little paper boat. If you want to see the entire Club Along event, head on over to the Spellbinders YouTube channel where you can watch the entire thing. This is a really cool die set that allows you to create a paper boat that looks like it has been hand folded and of course hand stitched because it's a stitching die. Now, all of the Spellbinders dies, or maybe I should say most of the Spellbinders stitching dies, give you the option to die cut the pieces with or without the stitched lines. We have seen so many beautiful examples of this paper boat stitched, and if you've missed them, you can go to the Spellbinders website, you can go to the Spellbinders blog and check them out. There are so many good cards. I wanted to do something completely different for my project and for my video. And one of my favorite things to do whenever it comes to dies, especially dies with clean, straight edges, is to do color blocking. And Spellbinders has so many beautiful colors of cardstock. I felt like it would be super easy to create a color blocked paper boat. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and dive right in. To create the paper boat, I felt like I needed 6 colors of cardstock. There are 6 pieces to create the paper boat, so I picked 6 colors of cardstock from my stash from Spellbinders, and I have Indigo, Cosmic Sky, Celestial, Cascade, Windy, and Breeze. You can do your paper boat in any color you want. Maybe you like yellow, so you can do shades of yellow. Maybe you like brown, shades of brown, or red, whatever you guys like. I wanted to do a blue paper boat, so I went with blue colors of cardstock. These are the die pieces that I will be using to cut all of these pieces out, and I've actually went ahead and I have done all of my die cutting off camera to save time. I basically just ran all of the pieces through each sheet of cardstock, and here I have 6 little piles of paper die cuts on my desk. This is going to allow me to create a paper boat, and in fact, I will be able to create 6 color blocked paper boats for my cards. So this is actually a very awesome way, a fast way to mass produce cards. Did you even think of that? You know, using a stitching die to do mass production? That's like nearly impossible, but it is possible with this die and with this technique. By the way, these are the pieces or some of the pieces that you can add to your stitching dies if you want to have that stitching look, if you want to stitch it. And here's a cute little paper boat that I created where I actually did do the stitching. I used light gray cardstock and white cardstock, and I stitched it using white diamond thread from DMC. I added yellow sails and a little gray flag at the top, and I just love the way it turned out. But like I said, we've seen so many options where the sailboat was stitched. I wanted to do a non-stitched sailboat. And that blue one, that dark blue one, that one was created using indigo. And you can still use that one. You can add the sails to it if you want. Lots and lots you can do. Okay, with all the parts and pieces ready, let's go ahead and start creating or start assembling our paper boat. What I did is I pulled a piece from each pile. So every single piece on my card is going to be a different shade of blue. I have pre-planned how I want the pieces assembled, where I want each piece to be on this particular paper boat, but on all future paper boats, and I'll show you all of them at the end of this video, I simply made sure to use a different color of cardstock for every single piece. And that gave me phenomenal, fantastic color blocked paper boats. Super easy to do. Okay, this little bottom piece over here, it actually has flaps. And if you want, you can fold those flaps to add a little bit of dimension to your paper boat. So you can have a completely flat paper boat if you want. That would be super helpful for mailing. Or if you don't mind a little extra dimension, you can fold along those score lines just a little bit and add dimension to your card. I will also be using some foam adhesive. You'll see that in just a minute, to pop this front piece on my sailboat so that it's a little bit dimensional. Okay, right now I'm going to use regular thickness foam adhesive squares. I will actually use both. So regular thickness, these are 2 millimeter thick, and then I will use thin foam adhesive squares. I call them thin, but on the website they are called 1 millimeter foam adhesive squares. Here you can see them compared, one foam adhesive next to the other foam adhesive. So the one closer to me is the thin, the 1 millimeter, and the one further away from me is the regular thickness or the 2 millimeter foam adhesive squares. So in the center there where there's dark blue, I place the regular thickness foam adhesive square, and on the lighter section, on the light blue, I placed 2 thin foam adhesive squares. I'm next going to align the 2 pieces of my sailboat and adhere the front piece onto the back piece, line it up, make sure it's all nice and lined up. And then on the ends here where I have the little ends of my sailboat, I'm just going to use a little dab of Barely Art glue. Hold those pieces together with my fingers, or maybe place a magnet on top for just a second to allow the glue to dry. So this is my super secret way to create this paper boat. It's very easy. Just give it a try. Okay, with the paper boat created, I wanted to do a bold and colorful background. I wanted to do more color blocking. And the simplest, the easiest way to create a color blocked background is to simply cut panels into rectangles. So I created panels 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panels using wild berry and saffron cardstock. So that's that hot pink and yellow. I then cut those in half, and I cut those in half again. And this gave me rectangles that I can use for the front of my card to create this beautiful color block background. I have an A2 top folding card base. So again, this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And I'm starting at the top where the fold is, and I'm adhering my panels one by one. So I have the pink and the yellow panels adhered. Next, going to add the bottom yellow panel. Once again, I'm using magnets. By the way, I'm working on a magnetic glass mat, and it's like I said, it's magnetic. So I can use magnets over this glass mat and press onto my paper with the magnets. This is very helpful whenever I need to wait for the glue to dry. I don't need to use a stack of clear blocks or anything heavy on my desk. I can just use those magnets and press down onto my paper until the glue is dry. Okay, with those adhered, I next need to do just a little bit of trimming because I did hand cut those. And whenever you hand cut things, you can have little imperfections. And surely I do have little imperfections on my background. By the way, my little kitty, this is Lucy. She decided to make an appearance. She is my furry assistant, if you will. She's always on my desk or on my lap. She wants to participate. She wants me to pet her, and she just wants to purr nonstop. I am doing a voiceover for this video, so unfortunately you cannot hear the purring. Okay, with that done, here I have my sailboat, and I did a little bit of stacking of foam adhesive. On the bottom there, I have 2 foam adhesive squares thick, regular thickness, and then on the top, on the darkest blue, I have 1 foam adhesive squares thick. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm just going to remove the backer from my sailboat and pop it in the center of my panel, just like so. And here you can see how that color blocking ties together with the color blocking on the background ties together with the colorful blocks on my sailboat. I just love this idea. You know, it's a super simple card. It's very, very simple, really. But because we have so much color and so much bold color, it looks absolutely spectacular. I did use a heart die from this die set, and I cut several hearts using the Spellbinders Poppy cardstock. I also used pomegranate cardstock for some of the other cards that I will show you in just a minute. And I decked the hearts because I wanted the hearts to radiate from the sailboat. I'm also adding a cute little sentiment here. This, by the way, the heart and the sentiment, these are included in this stitching die kit. So you have those right away there for you. And my sentiment reads, folded with love. I think that is just so fitting for this sailboat because it is folded. And then we have the cute little hearts. Okay, so my first card is done. I now have all of these extra pieces that I can use. I don't want to waste them. I can use them to make additional paper boats. So I went ahead and I created 5 more paper boats for my cards. I also created 5 more card bases and card fronts. For the card front here, I used brushed white cardstock. I just love that paper. It has a beautiful white shimmer to it. And I embossed the panels using my molded frame embossing folder. This embossing folder, I say my molded frame because this embossing folder comes from, it's not a club product. It's an embossing folder that comes from Yana's Daisies collection that released a little bit earlier this year. By doing this card, I wanted to show you a different way to create a background for this project. If you're not into the whole bold and colorful and color blocking, you can use a simple embossing folder, a simple design, and just emboss something neutral to have your sailboat sitting on top. Well, that's a look at the projects I have for you today created with the Spellbinders August 2025 Stitching Die of the Month. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you feel inspired to create and give your stitching dies a try without stitching. Love you all. See you again next time. Bye.